Pussy Riot members who fled Russia now face deportation back there.
Here's a summary of the article.
2 members of Russian protest group Pussy Riot have been denied asylum in Sweden, meaning the couple and their 2 young children could be deported back to their homeland. Alexei Nedlyakovsky and Lucien Janyan fled Russia last year because they said they were targeted and threatened by the country's security services for being prominent critics of President Vladimir Putin. "We do not think, we are sure, we will be put in jail," Nedlyakovsky said of the prospect of being sent back to Russia. "This is a signal to all political activists in Russia that no one will defend them if something happens." Pussy Riot is an artistic collective that gained worldwide notoriety for its punk rock protests against Putin, Russia's clergy, and the country's poor record on LGBT rights. The couple participated in the group's demonstration at the 2014 Winter Olympics in the Russian city of Sochi. Under Putin, Russia has increasingly cracked down on political opponents and human rights campaigners, according to independent watchdogs.
This post received a score of 6,581, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Wait, let me understand. Sweden, who has been taking in refugees and asylum seekers en masse because they said it was their duty against persecution because of the likelihood of them being killed, is now sending back people who are fleeing political persecution under the likelihood that they'll be killed. Am I understanding this right?
The members of Pussy Riot are really important political figures for Putin to remove. If Sweden takes them in, they will definitely face backlash from Russia, something that would hurt relations in the long run. Understandably, sending Pussy Riot back could have them killed, but their case does cost Sweden more politically than accepting refugees from the Middle East, since Pussy Riot has a world power looking for their heads. Not taking a side, but the 2 scenarios are different.
So they're helping those in need when it's convenient for them.
And their political image. Yes. This is one part of it. The Swedish version of staying neutral is basically trying to be friends with everybody and not do anything to offend any world powers. The other part of it is that this is how much of our bureaucracy works. You have to appeal and appeal until something happens. As the Swedish social services are somewhat overburdened nowadays, they will usually deny every application and assume the ones who are serious will appeal the decision. I believe their appeal will be granted, but as a major power is involved, I'm not completely sure. I sincerely hope they make the right decision to not bend to a state that regularly flexes its power and lack of respect for ethics, specifically to strongarm decisions like this in their favor. We'll never hear from these people again if they disappear behind the Russian border.
I'm sorry, newbie question here. Can they not hop over to another country on the down low to avoid persecution? Why risk their safety on waiting for this outcome when I'm sure they could find asylum elsewhere? Surely, no?
There tends to be agreements between countries about who has to be responsible for an asylum application. In particular, in the EU you cannot just shop for a new country to take you once the one who is supposed to examine your application says no, e.g. Similar agreements exist between US and Canada, and many other regional groups of powers.
They do still have other European countries they could go to, but their options are limited.
Sweden doing this would stain themselves forever. This is vile. Russia is a criminal state that blatantly commits murder. Is there any way they can be helped? Can another country take them in? Edit. Having made a horrible mistake in the past doesn't mean a fresh stain won't hurt them.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.